John Gaxi here with 10-minute real food, and today we're doing something quick and simple for at home, on the go, whatever. It's eggs, but I call them Hotel-Scrambled, so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Alright, so like I mentioned, we're making Hotel-Scrambled eggs, and you might be asking yourself, what is that? Well, when I was younger and we used to travel, my family and I, we would stay at hotels, and I always wondered how they got the eggs to be so fluffy and to look so nice, and they were so filling because they were like that. So I figured out a way, and a lot of you may think, well, eggs is the last thing I would cook or I would make if I'm going to work and I'm in a hurry. But I'm going to show you why you want to make this. It's very simple, very easy. As you can see, I cracked 3 eggs. Let's come over here to the stove. I'm going to put in some salt, season it, and some pepper. And you can season it with whatever you like as well. If you like to add paprika, sometimes I add that. And I'm going to start as you can see, you probably would never make eggs in a pot like this. You would make it in a skillet, but that's the cool thing about it. Even the cleanup is fast. So I turn on the stove, I put it to high heat. All right, keep that on high. Now I'm going to whisk this. So you just want to break up the yolks. And you see this round motion that I'm making? I'm incorporating some air, and that's what's going to help them be much fluffier. So incorporate some air. Very good. And what you want to do is you don't want to use a spatula, you don't want to use a spoon. You're actually going to use a fork, and I'll show you why. So we're just going to wait this to heat up a little bit. Actually, this one's a little faster. And what I'm going to be using is grapeseed oil. And the reason I use grapeseed oil over maybe an olive oil when I cook high heat is because grapeseed oil, unlike olive oil, has a high smoking point. So it won't burn your food, it won't taste burned, and you won't see that smoke that comes up. So it has a higher smoking point, means that it can resist heat much more than an olive oil would, because it's delicate. So grapeseed oil, it's a great cooking oil, especially with high heat things like the eggs I'm going to make. While I wait for that to heat up, I'm showing you here what I would do normally in the morning. I would have a little Tupperware here. I would have some bread, whether I make it the night before. Sometimes I've done that. I stick it in the fridge, my finished eggs, and I'll toast the bread in the morning. Or I've worked at places where they have a toaster. I could just put that in the microwave, however you like it. But I just have that ready to go, whether I want to keep it for tomorrow or whether I want to eat it now. So it's just a little bit, it's just about the warmth that I want it. You don't want it piping hot. You want to just be able to put the oil in the oil slides. That tells you that it's bringing the heat up, and you want to cover it. As you can see, I didn't put very much oil, but I can feel the heat. So once it starts getting up high like that, then you want to just let the oil sit. You want to let the oil become a little warm. And this is the point. This is how we're going to put this all together. The point is that I'm going to pour a little bit of it, let it cook, scrape it, pour more, let it cook, scrape it, pour more, let it cook, scrape it. And that effect makes that ruffle, fluffy eggs that you would normally get at a hotel. So here we go. I can hear it calling my name, calling the egg's name. So I just want to give it one last whisk. You want to make sure you have enough air right before you put it in. Create some of that air. And then you can always test it out with one little drop. That's perfect. That's what you want. So I put a layer, let it cook. Let it cook a little bit. And if it's cooking too fast and the edges start to brown, turn down the heat. That means you just have a really good stove. And see, I just scrape it here. Pour some more in. You hear it cooking, you hear that sizzling in there. And then I scrape that back. Pour the rest of the eggs in. And that's what you want to do, you just want to. And now if you don't like it this frothy, if you don't want it that frothy, sometimes I don't make it that frothy either. I just, that will go down, but just don't whip it as much as I did. Maybe just with that first whip would have been fine. And so you see it doesn't stick on you. It's definitely doesn't look like scrambled eggs, does it? It looks much fluffier. You just turn it, and depending on how you like your eggs, if you like them really cooked, keep them a little longer, and if you don't like them, if you like them medium, turn off the heat, bring them off the heat. I mean, look at that. And that's the air that you incorporated in there. So I just throw it into my pan here, put that there, and then I would put some sauce, maybe some salsa on it, or maybe if I had some veggies, sometimes I eat it with some a V8 tomato juice. And whether I want to take it on the go, I would put the bread in the toaster, or I just stick it in there and take it with me. You see, like that. All right, and now let's give it a try. So see, there's really no reason for you not to have breakfast. There's really no reason. That took us less than 5 minutes to do everything. So I just either eat it like so or put it on a piece of toast, hopefully toasted. I like it. This is Jewish rye. That's my favorite kind of bread. Maybe put some sauce on top or some hot sauce. Very good. Very tasty, and I can taste that fluffiness, which gives it some more body, and I'm more satisfied when I eat it. So that's all I have for you. I wish you good eatings, good breakfast. I'll see you next time.